I heard also that you like scientists now. That's your new thing, is you're like following scientists?
Yes, I got a book from the bookstore and it had scientists in it.
Uh-huh. You're 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the book you bought, is a book about scientists?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what scientists you're following. Who do you like? I think there's some pictures of ones that, who is that?
That guy has a fancy name, but I think I need to pronounce it like this. It's French. Antoine Lavoisier. He recognized and named hydrogen and oxygen on the periodic table, but he's best known for knowing what oxygen does in combustion.
Wow, okay. And who is this?
That's Daniel Bernoulli.
Oh, that's right. And what is he known for?
His principle explains how airplanes fly. It's because of the shape of the wing. The wing is shaped so that the air flows faster over the top of the wing and slower underneath. It's like the air has a little slide to go down for the airplane.
Yes, and who's this?
That's Galileo.
I love that drink. Okay. Well, it was named after him, I'm sure. Tell me about Galileo.
One of his discoveries was about motion. Something only has to be pushed or pulled if there's a force slowing it down. So if you had a ball on the ground would create friction and the air would create the drag. But if that same ball were up in space, it would keep going without having to be pushed or pulled.
Okay. And who's this right here?
That's Isaac Newton.
Look at his hair. He's got a lot of hair. Tell us about Isaac Newton.
Newton discovered the law of gravity. He even worked out a math version of his discovery to predict how the moon, comets, and planets move.
Wow. Okay. And this is who?
Do you know what's funny? I think that's a picture of Robert Hooke.
You're right. It's not funny. You're absolutely right.
But
what's funny is you know all of this stuff. That's what's funny.
But actually, I really can't say for sure because there isn't an exact portrait that exists.
Oh.
His friend, Isaac Newton, either lost the picture or destroyed it.
I see. So, and he was the first person to do what?
He was the first person known to see actual cells under the microscope after it was invented.
Wow, that's amazing. But we're not sure if that's him or not.
No.
All right.
That's my best guess of what he looks
like.
But,
well, if anyone watching is related to him, knows him, or sir, if you're watching, please get in touch with us. Let's go over some of these. Let's look at flags, because you can identify every single flag, right? All right, this is really impressive to me. You're 5 years old.
Yes.
And I like, what is this?
Canada.
That is right. And this is?
Japan.
That's right. And this is?
Denmark.
That's right. And?
Chad.
Sure.
Estonia.
Estonia.
The Maldives.
That's right.
Nauru. Kazakhstan. Tonga. Yemen. The Gambia. Or Trado. More?
It's really good.
Is there more?
Yeah, there's more. Is this fun for you?
It is really fun.
It's really amazing. This is?
Italy.
It sure is.
Mexico. China. The Seychelles. Russia. Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Yeah. Okay. Kazakhstan. Guatemala. Kuwait.
Wow!
Is there more?
That's all. That's all. So you are super smart. You know that, though. You're smart enough to know you're smart. I don't have to tell you that. You know 5 of the longest words in the English language. What is the longest word?
Pneumono ultra microscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Okay. How many letters is that?
It has 45 letters.
45. And what does it mean?
It is a lung disease caused by breathing dust from a volcano.
Right. It's a long word for someone, especially if it's a breathing. It seems like that would be hard. Somebody says, what's wrong with you? Well, I have, like, you know. Can you spell it?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
P-N-E-U-M-O-N-O-U-L-T-R-A-M-I-C-R-O-S-I-L-I-C-O-V-O-L-C-A-N-O-C-O-N-I-O-S-I-S.
I don't even know if that's right. I was just looking at you, listening to you, and you could be, but it seems like you're right. They said you're right. What's the second longest word?
Hippopotamonstrosequipedaliophobia.
What is that word?
It's the fear of long words.
Who comes up with a long word for the fear of long words? Shouldn't it just be like that? Like just something short?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yes.
All right. And you know you're good at math too, right?
Yes.
Numbers. Okay, so what's the highest what's the highest that anyone can count? What's the highest that you can count?
I can count until 100 zeros.
100 zeros?
The number that has 100 zeros is Google.
Google?
Google, yeah.
Okay. So could someone be a Google and Air? Google Air? Like a billionaire? Is there a Google Air?
Nope.
So where would you start? Like if you started at 1 trillion, how high is it past 1 trillion?
Like it will take like 1 minute to get.
For you to count?
Yes, to 100 zeros.
Okay, you started 1 trillion. Let's hear you count.
Trillion, quadrillion, quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, decillion, undecillion, duodecillion, tridecillion, quatordecillion, quindecillion, sexdecillion, septendecillion, octodecillion, novemdecillion, vigintillion, unvigintillion, duovigintillion, trivigintillion, quatervigintillion, quinvigintillion, sexvigintillion, septenvigintillion, octovigintillion, nonvigintillion, trigintillion, untrigintillion, duotrigintillion, and then 10 duotrigintillion or Google, you could say.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some images, and I'm going to ask you questions, okay?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. All right. What country is this?
Iceland.
It is Iceland, and what is the capital?
Reykjavik.
Okay. And what continent is it on?
Europe.
That is right. 3 years old, everybody. What country is this?
Uruguay.
And the capital is?
Montevideo.
Of course, we all knew that. And the continent, what continent is this on?
South America.
That is right. Okay. Okay, I'm sure everyone knows this country, right? But let's just get, what country is this?
Burkina Faso.
What's the capital?
Ouagadougou.
That is correct. And the continent is?
Africa.
That is right. Okay. What country is this?
Madagascar.
What's the capital?
Antananarivo.
Yes, and the continent is?
Africa.
Okay. What country is this?
Thailand.
And what's the capital?
Bangkok.
And the continent is?
Asia.
Yes. All right, couple more. What is this?
Machu Picchu.
And where is this?
Peru.
What is the capital of Peru?
Lima.
And the continent is?
South America.
That is right. And of course you know this. What is this?
Stonehenge.
And where is Stonehenge?
In England.
What's the capital of England?
London.
And what continent?
Europe.
That's right. You always fake me out like you don't know, and you do. What is this?
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
And where is this?
In Italy.
What's the capital of Italy?
Rome.
And what continent is it on?
Europe.
That's so good. That's so good. I don't know how you remember all that. You're 3 years old. How do you remember all that?
I studied at Glow and I read my book.
Wow. Let's just go right to it. So, what is this?
Australia.
That's right.
Yeah, go for
okay.
Malaysia.
Malaysia is right.
That was United Kingdom.
United Kingdom.
That was Cyprus.
Cyprus is right.
Russia.
Russia. Why you say that with so much excitement?
That was Indonesia.
That is Indonesia.
St. Vincent and Grenadines.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
About Cameroon.
Cameroon.
About Vatican City.
The Vatican City.
Yeah.
About Thailand.
And Thailand.
About the world.
You like chemistry?
Yes.
Yes. What is your favorite element?
My favorite element is xenon because it starts with an X. Like my name is Xander.
Yes. Well, I can see why you'd like that. And what kind of element is that?
It's a noble gas.
A noble gas. Are there other kinds of gases that are not noble?
There are other types of gases, but not cold gases.
I see. Okay. I don't know what that means.
Like
Okay, I'm in over my head already. Why would I do a follow-up question? Okay, I'm going to quiz you, okay?
Yeah.
How many moons does Mercury have?
None, because it's too close to the sun. The sun would just suck it up with a gravitational force.
Yes. How many galaxies can you name?
Well, I can name lots. But really, in real life, there's about 120 billion.
There's 120 billion galaxies. Isn't that incredible?
Yes, here are a few. The Milky Way is my favorite because it has life. But only one place on that has life. Earth.
Yeah.
The one that we live on.
Yeah, the one we live on. Yes, I know that one.
And also, it has the oldest star known.
What is that?
It's called Methuselah star.
Oh. This is what I'm like at parties, and then I gotta get a drink. I'll be right back. How many moons does Jupiter have?
Jupiter has 79 moons. Here are a few of their names. So there is Ganymede, Callisto, Io, Europa, Amasya, Himalaya, Thebe, Eris, Amicio, Praxidite, Laches, K-like, Magenta-like, and some others, like Leto.
Gesundheit. How old are you, 5?
Yes.
Okay. What's the life cycle of a star?
Okay, so the life cycle of a star is first a gas cloud. Then it starts rotating. Then the core gets hot. Then it turns into a protostar. A protostar doesn't have much size or mass to create nuclear fusion. So then it's a yellow dwarf. A yellow dwarf does have enough mass to create nuclear fusion. Then a subgiant. A subgiant is like a mixture between a yellow dwarf and a red giant. The red giant's the next stage. And then it turns into a red giant. A red giant. So if you place the red giant in our solar system instead of our sun, well, our sun will, in like 1 billion years or so, our sun will, and it will suck up all the planets to Mars, all the inner planets. We might have to live on Jupiter. And also, a red giant is very, very big. And it'll probably suck up some of the asteroids, too. It would suck up like probably 1,000 asteroids from the asteroid belt.
Twitch, you got to hear this. Start over.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So, first is the gas cloud. Then it starts to rotate. Then the core gets hot.
Right.
Then it turns into a protostar.
Right.
A protostar doesn't have enough mass or even size to create nuclear fusion. And then are yellow dwarfs. A yellow dwarf is well, a yellow dwarf does have
Doesn't
enough
have much mass
to create
right.
nuclear fusion. And then it turns into a subgiant. A subgiant is like a mixture between a red giant and a yellow dwarf.
Right.
So then...
Xander, hold on. Hold on 1 second.
Can I just speak to Ellen real quick?
Yeah, hold on. Twitch, I'm going to call you back.
Okay, thank you.
Here's what I want to do, because it sounds like they live a long time, right? There's a long lifespan. And we don't even have time for all that, or else, because, you know, the news is coming up. So what I want to do is do you know how you can have your own star? Like I can put your name on a star and you have your own star? Do you know? Yeah. So I'm going to do that. You're going to have your own star. Let me show you what it is. This is yours, okay? And so when people talk to you, you can say, I have my own star. And then you can find out where it is and tell us about it next time you come back. Hi, Mike.
Hey, good to meet you. Good to be here.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here. You are quite something. So you graduated this week, both high school and college.
Yes, that's correct. So on May 21st, I graduated from college, and on May 28th, I'll graduate from high school as valedictorian.
Of course, of course.
Thank you, thank you.
So, has school always been easy for you?
Yeah, I mean, I always take in knowledge instantly, so I really don't need a whole lot of review or, say, exam prep, for example. I can always get it instantly.
Right, so do you have like instant, like do you have photographic memory?
Yes, yes.
You
so
do?
Pretty much remember anything I see, basically.
Yeah, and when you read a book, are you reading at a faster pace than most people also?
You know, reading a book, I can just take in tidbits of knowledge and then put it together and create something new, so I can make it a whole lot faster, yes.
Yeah, but aren't you changing history then?
Not really.
All right, just making sure. Okay, so you not only finished high school and college.
Yes.
You also are running 2 businesses.
Yes, that's correct.
What are those?
I have 2 businesses, Next Era Innovations and Reflect Social. So my first business was Next Era Innovations, where I sold robotic applications for the Now robot, along with did some contract work as well. And then Reflect Social is my up-and-coming startup, where we have all these smart home devices, and they're all have different apps, and they're all in their separate worlds. And it's sometimes hard to use. So by combining them all into one app, we can make it such easier to use. And also I'm going to put in a more fun and social factor as well.
So how did you come up with that idea of combining all the, because that seems like an obvious thing that someone should have thought of already, but how did you come up with this?
Right, so actually 2 years ago, my mom had spinal surgery, and she couldn't get off of the couch or out of the bed very easily if someone was coming in to check on her at the door. So what I did was I took a Ring doorbell and a smart door lock, and I built a facial recognition algorithm to detect the 5 most common people in our family. So it would recognize the face and it would unlock the door when it was recognized. But otherwise, if it didn't recognize, it would make sure the door was locked and also send a text to both Dad and I and say, this person is at the door. Would you like me to unlock the door? And with that, I saw several possibilities for this, say the blind or the elderly to gain more independence. But then also, you know, it ties into my entrepreneurial goal to build technology that enables people to live better lives.
It's amazing. I mean,
Thank you, thank you.
I would like to invest in anything and everything that you're doing.
Well, awesome. I'm looking for investors as well.
All right. I'm there. You're going to be, you know, you already are, but
Thank you.
You're going to make some incredible companies. So, and you're also working with the government. You're doing
Yes.
things for the military.
Yes, so I've done 6 contracts for the United States Special Operations Command. And kind of an interesting thing of how this came out was on just a Saturday weekend thing, I built an object detection system that would, still being a kid, detect my Hot Wheels cars. And what was interesting was this formula that usually is, and it's on the screen there as well, where I can hold up the cars and it detects things. But the interesting part about it is all the cars were red. So they had to learn the shape of the car rather than the color to say, okay, if it's red, it's a Ferrari, right? But also tricking it up, I had a red shirt on. So that's even trickier for it to understand. So having to learn every detail about it. And I put Dad, that owns all my social media and manages it all, and we posted that on social media on LinkedIn, and it went viral. And we got contacted by the military, and it was like, well, we want to hire your son. And Dad was like, you know he's 10, right? and they were like, well, yeah, but he has the expertise I need. So since then, I've done 6 contracts and won 4 different military challenge coins for my efforts. Thank you.
And you can name every single country, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And you saw, is there someone on this show that you're a big fan of?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Nate Sosa.
Oh. Nate. Yeah, he also knows a lot of geography, right?
Right.
Yeah. Why do you like Nate so much?
Because he's just like me, and he likes geography just like me, and I want to be his best friend.
Oh. Well, if you meet, you could be best friends because he's the same age. He's 6 years old also.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then y'all could talk about countries and everything. What's your favorite country?
Russia.
Oh, Russia. Do you know a man named Paul Manafort by any chance? Why do you like Russia so much?
Because it's the largest country in the world, and because of its national anthem.
Oh, what's the national anthem?
Sayo says we o sayon.
Is that the whole thing?
No, it's 3 minutes long.
Oh.
So I only know it's the first line.
Oh. Well, that's pretty good. I don't even know the first line, so that's impressive. I want to get a monitor out here, and I'm going to give you a pointer, and you can, I'm going to quiz you, and you're going to find some countries for us, okay?
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Yeah, you can go stand next to it if you want. Let's get the map up. Stand on that.
Abracadabra.
Yeah. You did it. Wow. All right. All right. So I want you to point out Chad. Where's Chad? That's Chad. Okay. What's the capital of Chad?
N'Djamena.
That's right. Is there a fun fact?
Yeah, I have an uncle named Chad, and it has the same flag as Romania.
Okay. Where are the Seychelles?
Right there.
Yeah, I want to go to the Seychelles. It's supposed to be beautiful. What's the capital of the Seychelles?
Victoria.
That's correct. All right, where are the Philippines?
They're right there.
Right there. Wow, that's far away. And the capital of Philippines?
Manila.
Right. Is there a fun fact?
In times of peace, blue is on top of the flag, and in times of war, red is on top of the flag.
Wow. It's like a chameleon. The flag changes And I know you're going to know this. Where's Russia?
Right there.
Right, yeah, that is pretty big. That's large. What's the capital?
Moscow.
Okay, is there a fun fact?
It has almost 50 national parks. Almost 50.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of parks. Where is Brunei?
Brunei is right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's tiny. It's a tiny little thing. What's the capital?
Bandar Seri Baghawan.
That's right.